Angkor Wat is one of the most amazing temples in the world. It was built in the early 1100s by King Suryavarman II and was first a Hindu temple dedicated to the god Vishnu. Later it became a Buddhist temple, and today it's a symbol of Cambodia. The whole design of Angkor Wat is super special. It's meant to look like Mount Meru, which is believed to be the center of the universe in Hindu stories. Every tower and hallway was built with deep meaning. It's not just a place, it's a story carved in stone. Bayon Temple. It was built in the late 1100s by King Jayavarman VII, who was a Buddhist king. This wasn't just any temple. It was the heart of his city, Angkor Thom, and it showed his love and care for the people. The coolest part? There are over 200 giant stone faces on the towers. They're all smiling gently, and some people think they show the face of a god of compassion, while others say it's the king himself. Unlike most temples that face one direction, Bayon faces all around, north, south, east, and west, like the king was watching over the whole kingdom. When you walk through it, you feel like you're stepping into an ancient story. The walls even tell stories of battles, markets, and real life back then. Bayon is more than a temple. It's a place full of meaning, history, and mystery. Why visit Bayon Temple? Walking through Bayon Temple feels like stepping into a dream. With its 54 towers and over 200 giant smiling faces carved in stone, it's like the temple is watching you, but in a peaceful, welcoming way. Every corner tells a story about Cambodia's past, its kings, its people, and its deep spiritual roots. It's more than just a temple. It's a place that makes you feel connected to something ancient and powerful. The Prohm Temple was built in the late 12th century by King Jayavarman VII, one of Cambodia's greatest kings. He didn't build it for himself, but in honor of his mother, a powerful act of devotion. It was once home to over 12,000 people, including monks, priests, and students, making it one of the largest and busiest temples of the Angkor Empire. Unlike many other temples, Prohm was left mostly as it was found. The jungle was never fully cleared, which makes it feel like a secret hidden world. Huge silk cotton trees and strangler figs have wrapped themselves around the crumbling stone walls. The roots twist through doorways and push through walls, as if the jungle is slowly taking the temple back. Over time, nature and stone became one. It's not just a temple. It's a time capsule showing how powerful nature can be and how nothing lasts forever, not even empires. Why visit? When you walk through Prohm Temple, you feel like you're in a lost city. It's mysterious, peaceful, and wild all at once. This is the temple made famous by the Tomb Raider movie. But even without Hollywood, it's unforgettable. The massive tree roots growing over the ancient stones make it feel like you're stepping into a real-life fantasy world. It's one of the most photogenic, awe-inspiring places in Cambodia, and it speaks to the beauty of both human creation and natural power. Banteay Srei Temple is unlike any other temple in Cambodia. While most temples were built by mighty kings, this one was built in the 10th century by a court official named Yajnavarha, who served as a spiritual teacher to King Rajendravarman II. That alone makes it special, proof that even those without royal blood could create something timeless. Its name means Citadel of the Women, and while there's no clear record of women building it, many believe the name comes from the temple's delicate carvings, so detailed and graceful that people said only the hands of women could have made them. The entire temple is made from pinkish red sandstone, which is softer than other stone used in Angkor. That allowed artisans to carve incredibly fine, intricate designs that are still visible today, over 1,000 years later. The temple is dedicated to the Hindu god Shiva and features scenes from Hindu mythology. Its walls are filled with epic stories, floral patterns, and divine figures. Every inch feels like a masterpiece carved by loving hands. Why visit? Though Banteay Srei is smaller than most temples in the Angkor region, it's one of the most beautiful. Walking through its gates, you don't feel overwhelmed. You feel enchanted. The warm color of the stone, the soft light that hits it in the morning or late afternoon, and the almost unbelievably fine carvings give it a magical charm. Visitors often say it feels like a jewel hidden in the forest, and that's exactly what it is. You don't come to Banteay Srei for size or grandeur. You come for beauty, elegance, and the feeling that someone poured their heart into every stone. It's a quiet, graceful place that reminds us that true power isn't always about being big. It's about leaving a lasting impression. Preah Khan Temple, hidden in the shade of towering trees and wrapped in the silence of ancient stone. Preah Khan is one of the most fascinating temples in the Angkor complex. Built in the late 12th century by King Jayavarman II, this temple was much more than just a place of worship. It was a living, breathing city, a sacred space dedicated to his father. Preah Khan served as a temple, a Buddhist university, and a royal city center all at once. At its peak, it housed over 100,000 people, including monks, teachers, dancers, workers, and guardians. Inscriptions found at the temple mention 1,000 teachers and 400 dancers, showing how it was both a place of knowledge and culture. It was part of the king's grand vision to rebuild the Khmer Empire through spirituality, education, and care after decades of war. The name Preah Khan means sacred sword, symbolizing divine protection and royal strength. Some historians believe it also held one of the royal swords of the king, linking it to power and sacred duty. It was the northern guardian temple of Angkor Thom, placed strategically to protect the city and its people. What makes Preah Khan unique is how nature and architecture now coexist. The temple is vast and maze-like, with long hallways that stretch endlessly in all directions. Moss-covered stone walls, crumbling doorways, and giant tree roots that embrace the ruins make it feel like a world lost in time. While many temples in Angkor have been restored and cleared of jungle overgrowth, Preah Khan has been left mostly as it was found. It's a rare chance to see what archaeologists first saw, a mysterious ruin where nature slowly took back the stones, creating a place that feels deeply spiritual, quiet, and untouched. Takeo Temple stands like a giant, solid and silent, watching over the jungle from above. Built in the late 10th century during the reign of King Jayavarman V, Takeo was one of the earliest temple mountains in Angkor, made entirely from sandstone. The king envisioned it as a tribute to Shiva, the powerful Hindu god of destruction and transformation, a symbol of divine strength, renewal, and kingship. Construction began when Jayavarman V was still a teenager, and the temple was meant to be the state temple, a statement of power and a spiritual center. It rose rapidly, higher than many temples before it. But then something unexpected happened. Just as the temple's grand towers were being completed, lightning struck the central sanctuary. In ancient Khmer belief, this was no ordinary accident. It was a bad omen, a sign from the gods. Construction abruptly stopped. The temple was left unfinished. No intricate carvings, no decorative reliefs, just the raw stone, heavy and honest. Despite being incomplete, Takeo still impresses with its scale and strength. Its 5 sanctuary towers, arranged in a quincunx, like the number 5 on a dice, rise above a steep terrace, forming a massive temple mountain. The symbolic center of the universe in Hindu cosmology, known as Mount Meru. Why visit? Takeo is different from other Angkor temples. It's not about delicate carvings or jungle-wrapped mystery. It's about raw ambition, strength, and the drama of what might have been. Climbing Takeo is no easy task. The steps are incredibly steep, like climbing a wall of stone. But every step is a metaphor for the challenges of life, for rising above fear and hardship. When you reach the top, you're rewarded with a panoramic view of the surrounding jungle. Up there, the breeze feels ancient and the silence is deep. You feel connected, not just to history, but to something higher. Because it lacks detailed carvings, Takeo lets your imagination run wild. You can picture the workers, the priests, the unfinished rituals, and wonder what the temple could have become if it had been completed. Takeo is a place of questions more than answers, and that's its magic. It teaches us that sometimes beauty is found not in perfection, but in the raw, unfinished edges of a dream. Bayon Temple was built in the 9th century by King Yasovarman. Phnom Baking is a Hindu temple dedicated to Shiva. It was once the center of the capital city before Angkor Wat existed. Why visit? It's the most popular sunset spot in Angkor. Climbing to the top gives you a panoramic view of Angkor Wat and the surrounding jungle, perfect for breathtaking photos and reflection.